New Reed now back in the picture. Big Bronson Reed. No. Massive super.
What do we want to talk about?
I am him. I am him.
Hey, it's the Red Carpet Ring featuring TBK, the Turnbuckle King. Got another good for you guys today. We gonna check out WWE King and Queen of the Ring 2024 final review, doing a quick recap and review of the event. So I'm gonna go over the matches and also what I think of the matches and go over my final review of King and Queen of the Ring. But yes, guys, thank you all for coming out. Hit that like and subscribe button and keep the notification bell on as you come into the ring while I review this event. Had a recent PLE here of King and Queen of the Ring. Now, of course, I'll go over each one, but also I'll let you know what I think. Let's go down the line, shall we? Let's see. We had an opener. Jade and Bianca won the tag team match, and that was Jade and Bianca going up against Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae. This was a good kickoff show, guys. It was a good way to kick off the event. Also, it was a good way to have a filler open up the show. So also as well, Jade and Bianca had a good, I like their tag team finisher, and that's what led them to getting the win. Bianca got the pin 1, 2, 3, and that was it. It was about 10 to 17-minute match, but it was a good way to kick off the event, the PLE for King and Queen of the Ring. So good to them. See who came to the ring before we begin. Mr. Goodberry Reaction, salute to you. Welcome to the ring. Thanks for coming out. Also, I'm on X. We'll be on X for a little bit. Then after a while, we will say our goodbyes to X. If you want to come out, check the rest, come to YouTube only. So definitely, guys, this was a good way to kick off the event. Like I said, they had the matching pink outfits on, Jade and Bianca. So it was a good way to kick off the event. So that was the first match. It was a pre-show match, just to let you guys know. We already know JBI was going to win that match. It was so obvious. But other than that, guys, let's get into the rest. Now, we had the King and Queen of the Ring starting off the PLE, and a good way to kick it off was It was Becky and Liv Morgan for the WWE Women's World Championship match. Highly anticipated match. Liv Morgan on her Liv Morgan Revenge tour. All of that, this was a very high anticipated match between these two ladies. We know there was a lot of animosity between these two. We know that, it was going to come to its head at some point with this match. We know that Liv Morgan was trying everything at one point. Becky kept kicking off everything Liv was doing. Becky, however, is not the best in-ring performer. I said that before, I'll say it again. But she got carried as usual. But it was a great story because during the mid-match, we saw Dominik Mysterio come out, and he took a chair and hit while he had his arm in a sling still. He gave it to Becky Lynch. Becky had to look confused, looking for us, like, what are you doing? And if you look, guys, at the pre-show, Liv Morgan was doing a backstage interview, and Dominik said, I didn't fly across all the way to the cross country to the world just for you to take mommy's world title. So that right there should have planned to see what was going to happen later on. And while Dominik was giving a chair to Becky, Becky was confused, as I said before. Liv took advantage of that. She DDT'd Becky onto the chair, hit the Oblivion on the chair. Next thing we know, your brand new champion, we have Liv Morgan. your brand new Women's World Champion. And, she did it. And I said this in my prediction that Liv was going to eventually beat Becky Lynch for the title. I never doubted for 1 second that she would not beat Becky for that title. I knew she would defeat her. I didn't think it would be this early because Becky had just won the title, but I get it. It was a sell story. Becky was on vacation. She didn't want to hold on to the title for a super long period of time. But at the same time, Becky never held that particular design of the Women's World Championship. So that's there you have it. We have our new world champion. We have Liv Morgan, Women's World Champion.
Oh no, not like this! Oblivion! Cover! Morgan.
There you have it. Liv Morgan wins the Women's World title. And it was okay match, solid match. Not too, it was okay. It was average. Not saying it was match of the night by any means. But I know my thing about it is she was very gracious to win this title. She took a picture with Triple H backstage. So you guys let me know, what do you think of Liv Morgan becoming your brand new Women's World Champion? A lot of people want her to win it. Are you guys happy she won it now? Are you guys against her winning it? Are you starting to have second thoughts about her winning? Or you expect her to hold the championship for the long haul? So you guys let me know what you think of that. But other than that, though, good way to kick off the event. We got Liv Morgan, the brand new Women's World Champion, winning in dramatic fashion, to say the least, with Dominik Mysterio coming out. I want to know if she's really lined up with the Judgment Day, because we've been seeing clues all week of her getting out the car with in the car backstage with Judgment Day, arriving to Monday Night Raw in the same car Judgment Day. Then that interview really threw me off. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you think of that, because the fans say we like her, we want you to win, similar to Cody Rhodes. Then you say, oh, you know what, take the belt from now. I changed my mind. Ain't what I thought it was gonna be. So Goodbread said buyer's remorse for sure. Yep. She will be in that clubhouse this Monday. Oh man, that deserved for awesome, because I believe it will. Definitely awesome.
And I'm awesome!
I believe so. I believe Liv will be hanging out with the Judgment Day this upcoming Monday Night Raw. And Liv gonna brag about winning the Women's World Championship. It completes the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour. She took out Rhea Ripley, made her vacate the belt, and then later on you defeat Becky Lynch, that you never defeated, and it's for the Women's World Championship. Very suspicious. Dakota Wright, salute to you. Damien will question it, definitely. And that right there is undisputed. if you don't think he's gonna question that move, especially when I've known about it.
And that is undisputed.
So yes, that would definitely be something. And you said Mommy will come back as a good girl. Yeah, Rhea Ripley will come back as a babyface. She already had a great heel run. And as you see towards the end, before Rhea vacated the title, she started to get cheered by the fans, especially when she vacated the belt as a babyface. So that is our first official match of the evening. That was Liv Morgan defeated Becky Lynch by pinfall in 16 minutes and 25 seconds. Now let's go on to our second match. Second match, we guys have a great anticipated match. Triple threat match. We got Sami Zayn champion going against Bronson Reed and Chad Gable. Chad Gable, when he first came out, he didn't want Maxine to pre that because she wanted to help cheat, similar to Monday Night Raw. However, he kept Otis with him to see if he was going to help him cheat and become the new Intercontinental Champion. These guys had a great match, and I will say it right now before I go any further. I would say that this was possibly this was match of the night. I'm going to say it was match of the night. I like how they was doing 3 suplexes. They had Gable on Sami doing suplex, then Sami reversed it. Then Bronson Reed got behind him. Then Chad Gable reversed, got behind Sami and Bronson and hit a pretty much a double suplex or triple, as you could say. It was a double suplex. Great spot of that match. I like that part. Another part I liked too. Another spot in this particular match I liked. I liked how it was Sami and Gable at the top of the rope. It was about to suplex. Then Big Bronson Reed came in and he counted, and they all came crashing down. But very entertaining.
New Reed now back in the picture. Big Bronson Reed. No. Massive superplex to Gable.
So yes, that was a great spot in that particular match as well. These three guys worked very well off each other. Chad Gable, Sami, Big Bronson Reed. These guys had great chemistry, and it led to a great match. Like I said, match of the night, in my opinion. There were other great matches, but this is my favorite match of the night. But at the end of the day, despite all the hard work from Gable and Bronson Reed and Sami, there can only be one winner. There's either a new champion or Sami retaining. And there you go. Sami Zayn retains his Intercontinental Championship, as I predicted before. Sami still the Intercontinental Champion. There was one spot where Chad Gable was trying to have Otis to cheat. He tried to, hit Sami while Gable held him, and Sami ducked, and he ended up hitting, clotheslining Chad Gable. Chad Gable was pissed off at Otis, but after the match, yelling at him, he slapped him, hit him. It's pretty much getting to the point where it's rearing its head that Otis is going to not keep tolerating of Chad Gable hitting him. He's going to attack him back. Then that'll be the end of that partnership of the Alpha Academy between Otis and Chad Gable. But this was, like I said, very good match between these guys. These guys putting the work. Now, later, we're going to get into the King and Queen of the Ring matches. But you guys let me know what you think of this particular match. I would say it's my favorite match of the night. These guys did their work. They put it in. CeeLo Meyer, salute. I know I went on a little bit earlier. I think maybe 10, 12 minutes early. So hyped about this event. Other than that, guys, I'm going to get to the King and Queen of the Ring finals. We know that, it's the namesake of the event. We had two matches of King and Queen of the Ring. First, we had Queen of the Ring, then later King of the Ring. But the first one is Queen of the Ring finals, meaning coming down to Nia Jax from SmackDown, Lyra Valkyria from Monday Night Raw. And there was only one winner. And it can only be one queen. It was a good match, though. It was okay match. It seemed like Nia was a little too much for Lyra to lift wise. I know at the end of the match before the pinfall, Lyra was trying to lift up Nia, and Nia just slumped down on her. She hit the senton, and it was 1, 2, 3. I mean, I like the finish, of course. It's just I like who won, as I predicted. It's just how it happened. You guys look back at that. But other than that, my prediction was right. Nia Jax is the winner. She is your brand new Queen of the Ring. And yes, as Triple H stated before, each winner in King and Queen of the Ring, they earn an opportunity at a World or WWE title championship match at SummerSlam, which will be 2.5 months from now. But I don't know how people feel about Nia winning. She's similar to Triple H. Took a picture backstage, very happy, even though she was a heel. You could tell that Nia was happy. Triple H crowned her. She was smiling, hugging him. Then she went quick back to her heel status, saying, "Kayla, I don't need you to congratulate me. It was funny." Nia tried to switch characters. We know you happy, Nia. We know you was happy to win that Queen of the Ring. And Nia's been doing her thing, despite a little hiccup in the match. She's been doing her thing ever since she came back in September. So I got to give her one of these for that. I got to give her one of these, guys. And you guys already know, if you don't know, I'm going to go with this. So Nia Jax is your brand new Queen of the Ring. And as we saw the tease on Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown. Getting ahead of myself. It was a tease between herself and Bayley. And they're going to face off at SummerSlam. If Bayley's still champion at that point, of course. More likely she should be. But I knew once Nia Jax got drafted to Friday Night SmackDown, I knew that they had big plans for her because she was headed towards possibly becoming Women's World Champion Monday Night Raw, feuding with Becky and Liv for that title. But once she got drafted to SmackDown, we kind of knew where it was going with her, and she will become the WWE Women's Champion at some given point, and she will be definitely a champion over there. And I believe she will defeat Bayley or whoever's champion in SummerSlam. She will become your brand new champion. Congratulations to Nia Jax. So this was a good one. And I said it before too. Lyra Valkyria did not need this win right now. She was too early on in her career. She had literally just got to Monday Night Raw, just got drafted. And I said that she will get her time to become women's champion, women's world champion, or get a push to now. Tonight, right now was not the time. It's Nia's time. Lyra will get her chance. I will say that. And she is your brand new queen of the ring. So, congratulations to Nia Jax for winning this Queen of the Ring. She's I don't know what program they're gonna have her head up to until SummerSlam because that's another 2.5 months away. I know she will continue to get her push. She will continue to look strong on SmackDown or whatever PLE, the Clash at the Castle or Money in the Bank. So we got to keep an eye out for that. Nia is your Queen of the Ring, and she is definitely going to get a shot at the Women's Championship at SummerSlam. More likely Bayley. And this match is about, 9 minutes and 40 seconds. But other than that, though, guys, it was a very good, solid match solid finish. I like the finish. The match was okay. It was average. But at least we had the right decisive winner, and that was Nia Jax, not Lyra. But it made sense why she would win. She needed it. Now we're going to go on to the King of the Ring finals match. And that match will be consisting of Raw's, Gunther, and Randy Orton from SmackDown. So we knew that this would be another high anticipated match between these two. The Viper versus the Reign General, or General, as Gunther pronounced it. And as I stated, similar to the Queen of the Ring. This was going to be a solid match between these two. This is another one of my favorite matches of the night. Gunther brought it to Orton. Orton brought it to Gunther. They sawed off the ankle, the leg, knee injury with Orton. And Gunther was chopping Orton hard. Orton hit with an uppercut. Then Gunther hit with an uppercut. And very good counters. Gunther even countered the RKO. He even countered a lot of moves to Orton. He was studying Orton. Very good ring IQ. I know he kind of slipped a little bit going on top of the rope doing a dive to Randy Orton. Other than that, these guys had a great, very good, solid match, especially in their first meeting together. More likely, we don't know when these two ever step in the ring together again, especially since they're both on separate brands. Randy, SmackDown, Gunther, Raw. But as I predicted, similar to Queen of the Ring finals match, the winner that did win this match is going to go on, to get a future championship. Thing about it is, Gunther and Orton was two big guys, and I knew sometimes it's hard putting two guys together. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. But in this case, it did work. Having Gunther and Orton, rivaling off against each other, they had good chemistry. I'm glad these two had a match. Like I said, I don't know when this is going to happen again, these two having a match. But only time will tell what's going to happen with these two heading in. But other than that, though, these guys are solid. Gunther is solid. Randy Orton is solid. So other than that, though, I'm happy about this match and everything else of that nature. But like I said, it could only be one winner. And like I said before I do, announce the winner, this is how at least the King in the Ring and Queen of the Ring is doing something right. But the winner of the match is going to go on to get the World Championship or WWE title. The opportunity thing about it is that particular person is going to get their shot. And I will have to say, oh man, I know people was voting on this earlier. I know y'all wanted Randy Orton to win, but it ended up becoming Gunther. Gunther is your King of the Ring. He is going to go face off against Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. I know on my poll I saw earlier today that I posted this morning, the majority of you wanted Randy Orton to win. Out of 94 votes, 63% voted Randy Orton, and only 37% voted Gunther. So, like I said, Randy Orton, similar, he did not need this win. Randy Orton has a well-accomplished career. He's done a lot in his career at this point. He's a future Hall of Famer, no doubt. He's been WWE since 2002, which is literally 22 years. Do you really need King of the Ring at this point in his career? No. I understand Randy Orton just came back from injury, but he didn't need this win. Doesn't need this win. He's going to look strong, continue to do his thing, continue dominance on Monday Night Raw. And I would go far as saying not only he's going to go to SummerSlam to face off the World Heavyweight Championship, but whoever is champion, Damian, Drew, or whoever, he's going to win that title from that person, unfortunately. So I know some people don't like that, but that Gunther, he's on the tail. I know some people don't like the results, but Gunther is the ring general, and he is now King of the Ring. Think about it. Gunther was close to winning Royal Rumble this year and last year. The only other thing, if he did not win King of the Ring, maybe Money in the Bank. But since he won this, I don't know who's going to win Money in the Bank. Gunther is your winner of the King of the Ring. Will face off against Damian. Now, before we get to the main event of the last couple matches, there was a match announced in between. Speaking of the World Heavyweight Championship, Triple H made an announcement. He said that Drew McIntyre is cleared, and at Clash of the Castle, June 15th, the next PLE for WWE, there will be Damian versus Drew for the World Heavyweight Championship at Clash at the Castle. There will be that's already booked. So that match will be in Scotland, and Damian will defend his title against Drew. It'll be his second title defense at the PLE. He faced off against Jey Uso at Backlash earlier this month. So we'll see how that outcome comes, because no matter who wins this match, they have to defend that championship against Gunther now. Now that Gunther is the King of the Ring, and he won the right to face off against the champion, which would be the World Heavyweight Champion. So I believe, like I said, more likely, I think Damian's going to retain. But if there's somehow Drew does win, he will lose it to Gunther at SummerSlam. That's the way I see it right now. The two ain't going. Gunther's just destined to be a world champion. I don't know how to put it. He's destined to be a world champion at some given point. There's no way around that. There's no way around that, guys. But other than that, we got two more matches on the card. We got the King of the Ring and, of course, the Undisputed WWE Championship match. No, I'm sorry. We have one more match. We have the Undisputed WWE Championship match. We just talked about King of the Ring. And that is Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul. This was the main event. So this was a solid match too. I like Cody versus Logan. I had my reservations about this match since both times wasn't online. Logan tried anything and everything he could to get over, and it didn't work. Cody, one thing he did was stupid was when Logan was outside of the ring, the ref was counting. Cody Rhodes like, don't count ref, and I'm like, you stupid Cody, you stupid for saying that. What's wrong with you?
Kingston jaw and face planted.
But other than that, though, very solid match. Honky Kong said, welcome to the ring. Very, very creative name, I should say. You said Logan makes a good heel. He does. He's a very good heel. And the brass knuckles has been a come apart. She pretty much used brass knuckles like Triple H used to use the sledgehammer. But it was good spots in this match. Logan Paul did he got a spot on Cody doing a splash on top of the announce table. Cody Rhodes hit cutter after cutter. And Logan Paul even hit the crossroads on Cody. Cody kicked out. Cody, he had to figure for a leg lock on Logan at one point. So it was a good match, very good match. And but there's going to be one winner. Who retained or who won the title? And as predicted, yes, Cody is still the undisputed WWE champion. Cody is still champ. Since Gunther won the King of the Ring, not Randy Orton, he does not have to worry about facing any King of the Ring winner at SummerSlam for his championship because a Raw superstar won it. So we will not be getting Cody versus Randy, which I still see happening down the road. But I don't know whose next chance is going to be. But I will say this: whoever wins Money in the Bank this year for the men's division, it will be a SmackDown superstar, and that is the championship that's going to get cashed on. And I believe that's going to be the key right there. And I think that's the whole thing. That's bring me a lot.
Give me a hell yeah!
I believe that that's what's going to go down. So we'll see. But Cody Rhodes retains championship. This is maybe my second favorite match behind the Intercontinental Championship match. Very solid match. Cody and Logan worked well with each other. It was a good first meeting between these two. But other than that, after everything Logan threw at him, brass knuckles, cheating, everything, Cody still came out on top, and he is still the undisputed WWE champion. He's still champ. So that was solid. But that's the end of the King and Queen of the Ring matches wise. I will give my review in a second though. Let me see. Little Fettuccine 68. Welcome to the ring. You said, so is it Gunther versus Cody or Gunther versus Priest? It will be Gunther versus Priest, since Priest is the world champion. Whoever wins the King and Queen of the Ring, they get a title shot for their brand's championship. Considering Gunther is a Raw superstar, he's going to go off against Damian Priest, which is currently the World Heavyweight Champion. Or if, let's say, Drew beats him at Clash at the Castle, like that was announced today as well. For example, let's say we have Clash at the Castle and, and he loses. Let's say he loses the belt to Drew, then it'll be Drew versus Gunther. Littlefield Chini says should Gunther versus Randy been the main event instead? I thought it could have been, but since Cody's the WWE champion, they was gonna put that before that. I mean, they was gonna put that after Cody's match. Cody will be the last match since he's WWE champion. Gunther and Randy was another solid match. I had three favorite matches: the Intercontinental Championship match, the WWE Championship match, and that match Gunther versus Randy. It was close to the main event. and they needed Becky and Liv to do the opener. But if it weren't for Cody being on the card with Logan, then yeah, that should have 100% been the main event of the King and Queen of the Ring. No doubt about it. But let's see who give my review of King and Queen of the Ring. My review of this match, which was a solid review, I will say it is a 4 out of 5. It's a solid PLE. I like the 3 matches I just mentioned. The Intercontinental WWE Championship match, Gunther versus Randy. Nia versus Lyra could have been better. Becky and Liv had an interesting one. It was so solid, you know. And of course, we had another match, which was the Jade and Bianca opening, which was not a bad opener. So Gunther's not facing against Cody. They're on 2 different brands. How they gonna face each other? That don't even make sense. Unless you trolling. But yeah, other than that, I got a 4 out of 5 for the event. It was a good, solid event. So, like I said, the matches, most of them were good. The only one that was a little hiccup was Lyra versus Nia for the Queen of the Ring final. I mean, like I said, Becky and Liv, it had a very good ending, so I made up for that match. On that 4 out of 5 is not bad. I don't think so. But that was a very good PLE, considering the fact we had just finished Backlash 3 weeks ago, and this was very rushed, and it came upon us that fast. So definitely not bad at all. Now remember, we got Clash at the Castle coming up, and Clash at the Castle is June 15th. And if memory serves me right, June 15th, I believe that's exactly three weeks away. So we can't forget about that. So Clash at the Castle is literally around the corner. But this is not they're not going to promote it like they'll do a King and Queen of the Ring. It's not in Saudi Arabia, it's in Scotland. But it is 3 weeks away from today. So only time will tell. We already know one match on the card. I think it's Damian versus Drew for the World Heavyweight Championship. Only time will tell what the next move going to be. Have Gunther move SmackDown. Not going to happen. As of May 6th, after the draft, they say the roster is final. It's locked in, as according to Triple H. No one's moving anywhere until a next draft next year. So Gunther's going to stay on Raw. But other than that, we got Clash at the Castle 3 weeks away. Like I said, we have one match announced already. I don't know who's going to be at Clash at the Castle. I don't know whether Noel's going to be promoted heading into Clash at the Castle. So that's the only thing I have a problem with lately is these 3 week PLEs back to back. So hopefully WWE do something with that. They don't keep pushing it that way, but only time will tell what else is going to happen regarding that. I don't know what the next move is going to be, but they really need to slow down on this whole, PLEs being 3 weeks. Give it some time, give some story to build. Now they're going to have to immediately build this story of Damian and Drew immediately on following Monday Night Raw, because just announced the match and Drew's clear from injury. And how you have 3 weeks to properly build up a match, setting up for Clash at the Castle for the World Heavyweight Championship. You literally have to do that. WWE, hello. So we literally have to do that to get everything going. So we got 3 weeks. We just need a proper build and see what the whole case would be. So that's the whole thing about that. Other than that, though, guys, that's all I have regarding WWE King and Queen of the Ring 2024 final review. Went over the matches, went over what I thought of the match, and of course the upcoming PLE, and that is definitely Clash at the Castle in the next 3 weeks away. So thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for checking out. Like, subscribe, keep the notification bell on when I do talk about PLE's predictions, reviews, and weekly shows. Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. Thank you all for coming out. Great PLE. Check it out if you missed it on Peacock. Soon 2 videos will pop up. One will be WWE King and Queen of the Ring final predictions. Next one will be WWE SummerSlam 2 nights in Indianapolis in 2026. Until then, it is OUT.